And I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Albania.
Thank you, Mr. President. Albania welcomes the resume of this debate on the responsibility to protect, which remains a cornerstone of our collective commitment to preventing atrocities and safeguarding human dignity. The 2025 report of the United Nations Secretary General on R2P underscores the urgent need for tangible results in protecting populations and implementing R2P principles more effectively and consistently across the globe. We commend the tireless efforts of the UN Secretary General's Special Advisors on the prevention of genocide and on the responsibility to protect. Their work has advanced our understanding of the risk factors, causes, and dynamic driving atrocity crimes while enhancing our collective ability to respond to early warning signs. Progress in establishing investigative mechanisms, international courts, tribunals, and national judicial systems under universal jurisdiction reflects the international community's growing resolve to hold all perpetrators accountable. Yet, despite these efforts, global peace, security, and development face unprecedented challenges. Ongoing violations of international law, breaches of the UN Charter, and disregard of human rights and fundamental freedoms do persist. Emerging threats, including the misuse of digital technologies, spread of hate speech and disinformation, create environments conducive to atrocity crimes. These challenges demand renewed urgency and our collective action. Mr. President, it is our shared responsibility to uphold fundamental norms and values and address across human rights violations. Failure to protect populations undermines the credibility of the multilateral system and erodes trust in its capacity to safeguarding humanity. To address the root causes of conflict and violence, states must prioritize comprehensive strategies that integrate governmental and societal efforts. As primary duty bearers, states must protect human rights globally while fostering inclusive policies to prevent such atrocities. Time is indeed critical. Ongoing human rights violations risk even more escalating into mass killings, refugee crisis, and widespread suffering. Allowing impunity for atrocities threatens the rule of law and weakens institutions vital for human rights protection, increasing the likelihood of future atrocities. The Security Council bears primary responsibility for addressing mass atrocities, including through timely referrals to the ICC on robust measures to ensure accountability. While progress has been made indeed, greater action is needed to close the accountability gap. A holistic approach involving civil society, human rights defenders, humanitarian workers, religious leaders, and media is essential for building early warning and response systems. These stakeholders play a critical role in raising public awareness about human rights violations and potential atrocity crimes. Cooperation among governments, international organizations, and civil society is vital for developing responsive institutions and upholding the rule of law. Albania emphasizes the importance of including affected populations, particularly women and girls, in the design, implementation, and monitoring of civilian protection and atrocity prevention strategies. Their meaningful participation in ceasefire negotiations, peace agreements, and political transition is crucial for sustainable peace and justice. Albania remains deeply concerned about the glorification of war crimes, genocide, and historical distortion by some governments and actors. Such actions deepen division, hinder reconciliation, and exacerbate the suffering of civil society, human rights defenders, journalists, opposition voices, and victims of sexual and gender-based violence. We call for robust victim protection programs and increased support for affected communities to promote healing and dignity. Special attention must also be given to women, ensuring their voice shape decision-making processes as we indeed. In conclusion, Albania calls for a strengthened global cooperation to prevent atrocities and upholding responsibility to protect principles. Enhanced support for victims and affected communities with a focus on women and girls. Increased accountability through the Security Council, ICC, and national judicial systems, and greater inclusion of civil society and affected population in peace building and prevention efforts. Together, we can translate our commitment into concrete action and a more just, inclusive, and peaceful world. I thank you.